Would you still race if everything I'm about to tell you happened to you? Let me know in the comments. Alright, so boom. I was planning on racing this past Saturday for the first time with the Webber season opener at Talladega Grand Prix. And man, I've been looking forward to this for months. So the plan was to get in Thursday night, stay at an Airbnb about 10 minutes away from the track, wake up the next day, hit the race certification class in the track day before, Friday. So before we booked the Airbnb, we asked the host if there's room to pull in a truck and a trailer. They said definitely. There's a large driveway with plenty of room to pull around if you need to. So we're like, all right, bet, let's do it. So we pull up at about 10 p.m., pull up next to the house, look at the driveway, and we see that it's on the decline. Now it's been wet and misty and moist for the past few days, so we decided to do the responsible thing and check the surface to make sure we get to pull in. So the wife hops out and notices it's like a stone mix type of driveway. It's not fully asphalt or concrete, but it's not just loose gravel either. So we're like, okay, we should be good. But we weren't. So the first part of the driveway was cool. It just got worse the further you got in. And unfortunately, I got all the way in to the point of,
hold up,
wait a minute,
something ain't right.
By the time I realized this ain't gonna work, I'm already on a downward slope in a 2-wheel drive truck with a trailer behind me, and if I put it in reverse, my tires are already starting to spin. So I'm like, F it, we're gonna try to pull this thing around. Needless to say, the truck got stuck. Now we're using our rubber mats from the truck and some moving blanket that I cut up to try to get some traction. It all worked marginally. Now about 20 minutes into our hour of struggling, we decided to call a tow truck, which was a wise decision because by the time we were about ready to give it up and call it quits, they showed up. Luckily, I was able to get the truck at least pointed straight, so when the truck came, it was an easy recovery. Cost us about $75 though. Now we got the truck unstuck, but where we gonna park? Let me tell you something, we in the cut. We in the hood. You know what I'm talking about? I'm talking about it's midnight on a Thursday, and I'm still hearing trunks bumping and a lot of activity down at the corner. I'm saying all this to say, leaving your stuff just out in the open like that may not be wise. At this point, I'm tired, I'm frustrated. I'm like, man, let's just go check out this house. It's a damn shack. I'm talking about weird ceilings with gaps in it, boarded up doorways. I'm talking about doorways with no door, just boards. Then there's other weird door with a padlock on it. And I'm talking about this looked like the start of a scary movie. And I've seen too many of them. Now the place is creepy. We don't know where we're gonna park. We're like, man, forget it. Let's just go get a hotel. We start calling. They all booked up. Now, at all weekends, this is a weekend where there's some sort of tournament, some sort of competition going on. So all these hotels are booked from a bunch of out-of-towners coming in. I too am an out-of-towner. But regardless, the La Quinta, booked. Holiday Inn, booked. The Hampton, booked. Now, luckily, we found a motel about 20 minutes away. Now, on Google, it says it's a 2-star hotel. The reviews, there's over 250 reviews, and it's got a 4-star average. But now we got to burn another $125 because we already have a room, and we're going to pay for another one. So now we got a good place to lay our heads. We didn't. We walk into this room, and at first we're thinking, at least it smells better than that shack. We was wrong. The longer you was in there, the thicker, stanker, muggier that air got. Like I said, this was a motel, so it just had those individual AC units. That filter must have never been changed in the 80 years that building has been there. It's already about 1 a.m. I'm like, man, we just gonna have to thug it out. I'm already tired. I don't feel like going back downstairs to carry up these dog crates, so I'm like, we just gonna let the dogs sleep on the floor. Now back at the crib, we let the dogs on the couch, but we never let them on the bed. But after we looking at this nasty room and this floor, I'm thinking, man, you know what? Maybe these dogs shouldn't sleep on this floor. So now I'm trying to sleep on top of these nasty sheets with cigarette burns all through them. I dared not lay my head on that pillow. And I've got a dog 75 pounds next to me tossing and turning through the night. I'm waking up next to dog asshole. Every 10 minutes, I feel like I get 30 minutes of sleep. I wake up at 5 a.m. I'm like, you know what, wife? Let's get up and get going. After breathing in that thick ass air I mentioned, I wake up feeling like I got asthma. So now it's the next day. Fresh start, right? Let's start this on a positive note. We go get some breakfast from Chick-fil-A. Everything is going great. I show up at the track with plenty of time to spare. I ain't rushing. I get everything set up, hit the riders meeting, start my race certification class, which is just a little over an hour long. So I missed the first 2 sessions. No big deal. I go off for session 3. It's the first time I get to ride the bike after everything I've done to it. Everything is feeling good. After session 3 is lunchtime. Unfortunately, it starts raining. Nothing you can do about it. Now, I really didn't feel like forking over any money and paying for some rain tires. So I just waited it out to the last session of the day, hoping the track dried off a little bit, which it did. It was still a wet track though, and I'm on slicks. So I go out for about 5 or 6 laps. You know, I'm not really feeling it, not feeling too comfortable, don't really want to push nothing. I'm like, you know what? Day's over. Let's turn it in for the day. Now, luckily, the instructor for the race certification class has seen me ride enough to where he felt comfortable with passing me for the written portion of the test. So everything's good. I get my race certification. Friday, overall success. And after Thursday's fiasco, I'm like, I'm going home to get a good night's sleep. It's only 2.5 hours away, and I could come back on Saturday for the races. There was also a 50% chance of rain, so I'm looking at it and I'm like, you know what? I really don't want to start off my racing journey in the rain. I'm gonna just not come back on Saturday, and we'll come back Sunday if the forecast looks good. Now we load everything up. Got the truck bed loaded with all the miscellaneous track stuff, and I'm loading the bike into the U-Haul trailer. Well, one of the 2 D-rings that's in the front of this trailer breaks. Now we've got to unload everything from the truck bed, get my bed cover off, get my bike out the trailer, put my bike in the bed, reload the trailer with everything we took out the bed, and now we're ready to go. I'm like, for sure, I ain't racing on Saturday, which was the right decision because it was wet all day anyway. Now I'm at home chilling on Saturday, keeping an eye on the forecast, trying to decide if I'm gonna go out on Sunday or not. But I'm like, I'm gonna cash out. Overall, I mean, I got my race certification. I got to feel my bike in that new slipper clutch. I'm gonna just count my wins and we're gonna do it again some other time. Sunday actually turned out to be okay, and I was fine with missing it with everything that I already gone through. But I wanna know, what would y'all have done? Would y'all have raced? Y'all stay blessed, don't be too stressed. Master Yoshi out. Peace.